I take funny pictures at a time because I wonder. Look at this. These are people. Look. This nigga is starting a fire. And listen, these are that's the wonderful way. Back in the days, I used to make some wonderful structures that people would want to live at. If you really think about it, the structures I used to make, people, people would want to live at those structures nowadays, and they didn't haven't realized what I did back in the days. That's how nice I was because I want a person to reflect on what I was really doing, and then realize how they fucked up life a certain type of way when they could have been living a plush life. It's like a vacational, traditional outlet, and you wouldn't even believe it. But listen to this, right? Imagine a chick, like I was speaking about my wife earlier. Imagine if my wife ever came home, and then she went to go hang out with niggas before she even came home. Other niggas, I have children that's real star beings, so if they were doing magic and they didn't want people realizing certain things at a time, what fucked up their life at a time? Why did they want to know Houdini's secrets? Yeah, I told you, man, like, there was times that chicks used to do certain things, and I used to be like, yo, listen, man. It doesn't make no sense what a person says on some level like that because a person said, now imagine a man that looks for look how wonderful they're living in life, right? You see, look at that. A guy gets to go to like his own little luau, have a nice time with people. I can't even think. My wife is at work all day. I don't even know. Yo, listen, this is like, I wonder what she would do because the kids are naturally doing certain things on every day of their life. They're surviving. What is my wife? It's like my wife would come. Well, she would have. My kids ain't young, but I can understand she visits the kids. But how don't you know your conscience before you go visit your kids? That don't make no sense, huh? Listen to this. Imagine my wife coming to the crib and going to check and not caring about life and just calling the kids and telling them all types of things about me. And I'm like, imagine my other kids. Like, my wife is not regular. My wife is a real astrological empress. It's like, imagine Optimus Prime and them wanted to get their planet right on a level. And then I call my shorty to be like, yo, listen, we gotta just fix up the crib a certain type of way because niggas, every day niggas was attacking me and watching me like everywhere I'm running to niggas was over here like, yo, listen, you can't even have slippers. I'm looking at niggas like, what? And then niggas is like, yo, listen, this nigga gotta get dressed, this nigga gotta go other places. And then my wife wants to go hang out with niggas that just wants to burn rubber. And the niggas that she's hanging out with, I don't even want to say like that all the time because them niggas is not even thinking about life like that because they can't even wake up in the mirror and look at themselves and be like, yo, you ain't fucking my life. Fuck. It's like I'm humbling my features, and then it's like watching my kids and wondering why they look so good. And then I tell you I'm the real Zeus, and then you wondering about life, and then it's like I just sit here just like wow. Every child that I had, every astrological empress, every in the point of enlightenment, I was the precise physical reality to my empress. And then on top of it, I'm so nice I could look away and still make nicer kids than what I made before. this guy really look like he been working hard all his life. For real, you can look at a nigga and be like, oh my god. What? Yeah. You're following me just hold on, hold on. Yo, my nigga. Yo, my wife wouldn't ever feed my child me. You wanna know why? What the fuck are you trying to give my child at this time? Yo, it's like a nigga coming home and saying, what you just did? Yo, get the fuck out of here. Yo, my wife, yo, listen, if I'm seeing something, I don't even gotta tell you. My wife doesn't play her certain kids, my nigga, certain type of way. I can't even show you what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at something else right now. Alright, man, here we go. Gotta change channel. This guy started speaking. This guy started speaking the wrong type of thing. And nigga, oh, we got a we got a 4x4 prep. Hold up, wait, wait. Nah, you listen, man. You know, I just need to go somewhere and be on my own vacation. Yo, my nigga, my wife ever came home, she has to come see me to be around me to be okay before she goes around the kids, you know. Especially for her physics. It's like, I wouldn't have to tell her certain things. My wife is supposed to be educated, bro. Like, the last thing she remembered was education, man. She, she's gonna wake up knowing everything of her education. Huh? Yeah, it's like my wife Betty, my nigga. I can't. I love Betty so much, my nigga. I can't imagine. Uh, uh, I love every part of my wife's body, so I can't tolerate certain things, my nigga. I'm symptomatic. I meant to tell you that. I can't tell you why I'm symptomatic, right? a person says one's control habitation of everything. What are you talking about? Mm. What the fuck was that? That was flash? Yes, this. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That nigga, that nigga tried to press me. So that's it. Oh, he's good. What? What? Oh, come on, you don't put that down. What the? Oh, that's what I'm saying. What? Oh, sure, you got. Oh, what? Oh, what? 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 Obviously. Put that back. Put that back. Oh my God, put that back. My nigga, don't even touch it. My nigga, put that back, my nigga. Oh my God. The nigga. Just don't do something to my situation that nobody else has. I'm trying to hear nobody talk. Ain't nobody, yo, my nigga. I know what I do, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me something. Drumming, love being conscious. I love writing, my nigga. My wives, man. Nobody knew my wives but me in all the paradigm of time, so I know my wives wouldn't go through some stupid shit, right? I just know about my situation certain type of way. I'm just gonna be real. You see me? My wife, my wife, my wife already. She she can't even do certain things in the physical life. For her to have physical consciousness to be alright, she gotta come check me before she even goes around my kid. Like the other day, I see my wife all the way in New York, right? She was looking extremely sexy. I was like, oh my god, look at her. I haven't seen my wife in so long, and she was looking perfect. And then she had her own little situation, like I never argued with my wife ever. You see, look at they could do all this. I don't argue with my wife because my wife will do something. It's like she gotta report to me instantly. She go out of hand a certain type of way. I just won't say nothing. It's just like I don't wanna do certain things a certain type of way, and I'm not gonna put my hands on my wife. But I call somebody to discipline my wife. I call my other wife to discipline my wife. Though. She's actually waiting for that type of situation. You ain't fucking up somebody like that. You crazy? Somebody go for what? What? Nobody came home. Yo, listen. It's like coming home from jail. My wife been working. My wife is a doctor for real. She work overseas and that type of thing. If she come home, it's like coming home from jail. You think she come home just to go? She ain't going to jail. she come. She ain't come home for the last hurrah. What the fuck? She came home to. Huh? Oh, you gotta be motherfucking crazy, nigga. It's like, what? Yeah, one thing, man. I'm a person. I don't even eat meat. And I used to love eating meat and burgers and stuff. Like only if my son is cooking something like that. But if my wife come home, she don't cook meat for me. She'll cook meat for the children. What the fuck, yo? Don't let me. It's like my wife come home. My wife don't even want me to see certain things a certain type of way. My wife is already watching everything. Like I'm watching everything. So the way I feel sometimes is just like, oh man. I never had problems at my house. I never had problems in my house. My house was always to myself. Yo, you see the way these people live in, my nigga? You know how much money you gotta pay just to live, just to be in a place like that, my nigga? Oh my fucking god. You gotta be fucking stupid, my nigga. Yo, my nigga, back in the days when I used to build, yo, I told you I built such a place, my nigga. You wouldn't believe the comfortability after when you go to somewhere else and then the way you would, oh my god. Some of my kids, yo, back in the days, my kids didn't even like people going to chill at the crib the way it looked so nice at the time. They're like, yo, people couldn't even go with it because they were skeptical of, they never wanted anything out of fight. Yo, you ever watch Goliath, my nigga? You remember what? You remember the movie with Goliath? Yo, you remember the nigga, when the nigga used to fall on the floor, sit down. You ever watch how careful he was? Yo, you know my children, right? They used to, my wives are only a certain type of way. My children never even wanted people touching my wife because it's like, I have children that's temperamatic. They don't show that, right? They don't, no matter what, don't ever show you temperamatic, but it's like touching my wife. My child is already thinking about his house. So I don't even gotta tell you if my wife ever got out of hand. Like my wife couldn't. My wife was so militant. What happened? I had to literally. My real wife, my other wife is in the spiritual realm, so I couldn't even call her forth a certain type of way at the time because what she would do if somebody got out of hand a certain type of way. So I don't take chances with certain things, though. You don't play with a nigga's dick, man. I don't know. You can look at niggas in life. You got niggas that already show you that they're ready, but they already show you that they just whatever. Then you got other individuals that's just humble. Then you got other individuals that's just like, if it happens, it can happen right then and there. But it's the same thing. But yo, man, you see, this is vacation life. This is a wonderful show because another person doesn't even realize. Like you have I've seen shows like this. Like you ever seen people go to like islands and they just be it's just like a therapist that does that is a wonderful person because the amount of money you gotta pay for something like this is beyond is beyond reality. Some people just get the opportunity and just a point of love just to be in a place like that. Some people don't even get to go in places like that in a long time. Some people got to literally pay out their pocket just to even be there. Then they make a show out of it. Another person that a therapist don't really feel comfortable on shows when they do certain things. It's like this is like a luxury for these people. These people are lucky they even got to be at a certain place at a certain time, a certain way. What? Yeah, sometimes, yo, man, I can't imagine going to jail, man. Like, you ever seen a nigga come on certain times and just talk about jail? What are you talking about? It's like, yo, man, don't say things like that. Don't say things like that. Yo, you can't be certain places. Your mind can't go certain places in certain type of way of thinking like that, man. You can't go in certain places thinking like that. Another nigga, yo, this guy don't even look like he got time for jail. The guy, yo, if he go to your side, what is this nigga talking about? That nigga don't even look like. Come on, look how I do that. I'm not gonna lie. I would want to see what type of chick would want the astrological empress not to be an empress no more. And the reason why she even is an empress of the astro. Imagine a chick that didn't want the astrological empress to be an empress no more. Like they were divorcing her body, fucking up her body. What would fuck up the anatomy of my wife? That I don't want to make no sense. Like I don't think about going to jail, and I don't think about my wife falling off, and I don't think about other people having negative thoughts doing wrong things. My children love life so much that individuals been fighting ever since today at the times that we in.
you're not getting no help because it's all the decisions you made